Hi guys, we're on a break at the proof evident presumptive great hearing thing for Barry Morphew, and it's turning out to be quite an eventful day. I'm like going off the cuff here, I don't have a script written, and so bear with me if you can. Uh, First things first is that we learned that there has been no blood and no remains found for Suzanne, but one of the investigators did testify that you can be dead without having left blood behind. But that makes me confused about the talk about weapons. Um, anyway, one of the things that they mentioned was that Barry told them that all of his guns were in a safe in his garage, but that when they arrived on scene the day that Suzanne was reported missing, that two of the guns were not in the safe. One was a shotgun and one was, I think, maybe a handgun. I don't remember exactly. I'll have to go over my notes. And that there was no blood in the house at all. That it did look like somebody had been cleaning, but other people have testified that, or stated to them, that Suzanne would have been cleaning the house because the girls were coming back and they were bringing their friend Holly with them, and that Suzanne always did a big cleanup whenever she had company. And we learned that the reason why the surveillance system was off at the house is that it was taken apart. The DVR was taken apart, but that they ran DNA analysis on the components, and they had no evidence that Barry touched it. That the majority of the evidence was that Suzanne touched it, and that Barry had told them that he thought that she disabled the system on the first day that she was reported missing, and he didn't know how long ago she had done that. So it's quite muddied. The location of the bicycle did come into play. They were saying that there was no tracks for a bike, so I'm gonna have to look and see that ground again and see, whether tracks are readily made there. But the bike, when they went down there, the front wheel was locked because of the brake mechanism, and that one of the officers pushed the button, and then the wheel was then free rolling again. The bike helmet is the object that we learned was found between Highway 50 and the roadway, and it was found on the 14th. But oddly enough, the boyfriend of one of the girls, and I'll have to consult my notes to tell you what his name is, but he and his dad were over at the Morphew house the day that Suzanne was reported missing, and they were talking to officers over there, and the boy showed them Suzanne's bike helmet. So the helmet was there at the house at that time. Barry wasn't allowed in the house at all until after the 20th, except for like 2 minutes to show them where Suzanne's clothes were, and he was seen by police officers the whole entire time. And yet then the helmet was found on the 14th, so I think that's probably going to be something that's going to pop back up in this. They did mention that Suzanne has a boyfriend, that they had been in a relationship for 2 years. I don't know whether Barry knew about this or not, but if he did, that would be a motive. We learned that Suzanne had an argument with Barry, where she was asking him about when she was going to get paid back, and we assume that is because of the money that she's loaned him for either his business or for the Puma Path property, or both. But that was all on that spy pen, which Suzanne had gotten because she wanted to spy on Barry to find out whether or not he was having an affair. And the spy pen has actually caught her conversations as well as his on there. And it turns out that Barry watch forensic files or listen to forensic files while he was in the vehicle, and this was like 2 months prior to Suzanne going missing, where Barry was listening to forensic files and listening to a forensic file case where someone disappeared while they were out riding on their bicycle. So, anyway, I'll bring you more later. Thanks for watching. Bye.